Good Friday. I am meteorologist Becca Birdsall in for meteorologist Brittany Van Voorhees. It is November 7th on this glorious Friday evening at 6:30. Of course, it is dark out there, but temperatures cooling down. It will be a fairly mild evening just because we'll see clouds increase ahead of our next rain chance that will likely come within the next 6 hours over towards the high country, likely the next 8 to 10 hours over towards the greater Charlotte area. But clouds will begin to filter in, as you can see across the greater Charlotte area. You can see some of those clouds moving in over towards Monroe. This is what's really going to lead to the mild evening that I mentioned. So let's look over towards Boone and King Street. This is going to be the place that sees that first round of rain first, likely within the next 6 hours. Got a couple of people out there enjoying their evening, and as it is dry so far, with temperatures, the 50s and 60s up to now, 53 in Boone, 51 over towards Ashe County, 63 in Statesville, down into the 60s over towards Charlotte, 59 now over towards Rock Hill and Chester. Our high today was officially 71 degrees. Our low temperature was 42, which is right on average with this time of year. Our average high is 66. So over the past couple of days, highs in the 70s. When we say unseasonably warm conditions, this is what we mean. Certainly not record breaking, but we will see these conditions going into this weekend as well, with highs close to right around 74. Of course, we've got the big playoff match. Charlotte FC versus New York begins in about half an hour now. So we'll see temperatures cool down, middle 60s. Like I mentioned, 60s is where we'll stay. Don't have to worry about any rain getting involved with that match. Tonight, overnight, temperatures fall, middle 50s to start. Like I mentioned, very mild, especially compared to the lower 40s that we've been starting up with in previous mornings. And that's going to be due to clouds and rain that will be moving in. A couple of thunderstorms possible, but not necessarily expecting any severe storms. We could see some gusty winds, briefly heavy downpours, and some lightning with this, but this will start to hit the high country right around 11 o'clock, becoming a little bit more scattered across the greater Charlotte area. But again, impacting the overnight hours, a lot of us will be asleep. This weekend, 70s, but my goodness, we have a wild temperature swing going into Monday, a high temperature forecasting right now of 47 degrees. We're watching two cold fronts to come. The first one is bringing us this round of rain that will likely come through late tonight. Second one will drop off temperatures late Sunday and especially for the start of the work week. So I was seeing a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings over towards Nashville. You can see those strong to severe storms moving over towards London, Pikeville, all the way up towards the northeast. So this is roughly right around 6 hours away from hitting the high country and eventually the greater Charlotte area as well. But timing will be on our side with this system. So there is a severe weather risk off towards the west, especially over towards Middle Tennessee. But the atmosphere is going to be stable, especially during the early morning hours. So it kind of skips over us going into your Saturday and Sunday. So we're expecting the rain, few thunderstorms, gusty winds, heavy downpours, but not necessarily anticipating any severe weather. We'll take it. Surface map, there's that first cold front coming through early Saturday morning. So will bring us that first round of rain. And then here comes that second cold front Sunday evening. And that's not only going to bring a widespread frost and freeze across the Carolinas, but will also bring some mountain snow showers as well. So futurecast, timing this out for you tonight. Keep the evening plans. Will be good for that. High country, do want to note if you are headed out late tonight, definitely want to grab that rain gear. 11 o'clock, strong storms start to arrive close to midnight. And this is where we have the potential to see some strong gusty winds become a little bit more loosely scattered as it hits the greater Charlotte area between about 3 to 5 a.m. Again, most of us sleeping. So if you're a light sleeper, this might wake you up. If you're a heavy sleeper, completely opposite. By daybreak, this is all going to be gone. So it will be damp to start off your Saturday morning, but we'll see sunshine break out. Should be overall a nice, mild afternoon. Another round comes through. Like I mentioned, it's going to be the same situation kind of during the overnight hours, so not impacting daytime. This is 10, 11 o'clock. So not nearly as big of a coverage as the first round that we're expecting. That being said, though, heavy rain can be anticipated with this, especially south and east of Charlotte. But if this shifts a little bit more, we could see a little bit more action on this. But this will clear out pretty quickly. 3, 4 o'clock, this is already pretty much gone. Again, this is in the AM hours, so many of us not really hearing this or seeing this, by the time we get into Sunday afternoon, clouds will hold off. It's also going to be just a breezy overall day. Wind gusts 20 to 30 miles per hour. And then here comes that cold front with that northwest flow up towards the high country. That's going to produce some snow showers between Sunday and Monday and dry us off pretty quickly as we go towards the start of the work week. This is not a huge rainmaker for us, picking up a quarter, maybe in some locations upwards of about a half an inch, about max. This is going to be a decent snowmaker though for the mountains, and a lot of the mountain resorts in the high country do open in about 2 weeks. So this is going to be a nice base for them, generally around 1 to 3 inches. Some models indicating above 4 inches possible in some of the highest elevations, but we'll just have to wait and see to see how that pans out. This weekend, nice for any outdoor activities, middle 70s, like I mentioned, well above average. Morning temperatures starting off in the 50s. So let's talk about wind chills. After the rain moves off, the big story is going to be the cold. This is 4 p.m. on your Sunday. Cold front has hit the high country. Wind chills 30s and 40s, pretty much unaffected everywhere else. And then Sunday night, here comes the cold, and you'll definitely feel it as you head out to work and school Monday morning, feeling like 34 in Charlotte, feeling like the teens into the high country. But that's nothing. Get ready, because Tuesday morning will be the coldest of them all, starting off in the 20s, wind chills and teens up towards the greater Charlotte area and the Piedmont, single digits for the high country, with high temperatures only staying in the 40s for Monday, getting out of the 40s generally into the lower 50s for Tuesday. But this is going to be a big time chill and not really heating much up during the daytime hours. Start to get out of this pattern as we go towards the second half of the work week. But we are weather alert because this is the first freeze in Charlotte. And also, if you haven't winterized your home or you have sensitive outdoor vegetation, make sure to protect the plants, protect the pets, just do all the preparations you need to do, or just grab the jacket, get the heater out, anything that you could do to prepare for this chill, because it's coming. You'll notice we'll get out of the frost and freeze zone as we go into next Wednesday and Thursday. But if you're thinking, is this early or is this late for our first freeze? Pretty much right on time. The average first freeze in Charlotte right around November 8th. The latest December 10th, but last year our first freeze was at the end of November. That was actually the 9th latest on record. So really, we'll dry off pretty quickly as we go into the start of the work week. Not really looking at any big rain chances. So this work week ahead should be fairly nice as well, and not really tracking anything in the tropics as well. So this is the, of course, last month of hurricane season. Not really much to track at this moment. So 7-day forecast, I'll step out. You can see a nice weekend ahead. Should be great for the Carolina Ascent game as well as the Panthers game as well. Those rain chances coming during the overnight hours. Then, hey, big cold plunge comes Monday and Tuesday, but will warm nicely back up towards the end of the work week.